as well. It's going to be Nakai for Uganda.
Although several special things happened to Uganda in 2019, like the Halima Nakai and Joshua Cheptegei's winning World Athletics Championship,
Joshua Cheptegei, a Ugandan, becomes the world champion over 10,000 metres. Yomif Kajelcha the silver.
Chiram Motors Corporation finally releasing Uganda's first commercial electrically powered vehicles, the news was dominated by depressing events, especially wanton murders, death by natural calamities and impunity by public servants. January saw the government deported several top managers of the telecom giant MTN. Government accused them of spying against the state, also alleging that MTN was robbing the country by under-declaring its activities to steal taxes. February brought more exposures of land grabbing, which continued for months. Land probe chairperson had to complain to President Museveni over impunity by Deputy Attorney General Mwesigwa Rukutana over his condescending attitude to that made commission's work difficult. Rukutana had at some stage advised the commissioners to go to hell.
But if you were because of the president,
February also saw a traffic officer sergeant, Esther Namaganda, being roughed up by bodyguards of Major General Matayo Chaligonza, Uganda's ambassador to Burundi, for trying to do her work by stopping them from making an illegal turn. In March, the conflict between Rwanda and Uganda became public news as accusations between Kigali and Kampala flew across the border, which was effectively closed. Shootings of traders, both Uganda and Rwanda, by Rwandan forces as at the border started. March also saw the execution without trial of a handcuffed man, Ronald Sebulime, as he lay on the ground. Sebulime was shot dead by a police officer on duty who had arrested him for trailing ICT Minister Ida Nantaba. Honorable Nantaba protested the killing of Sebulime, saying it was meant to silence him from revealing who had sent him to kill her. Nantaba continued protesting and alleging that it was government officials working with land grabbers who she was fighting in Kayunga that were out to kill her. She continued making the embarrassing allegations until she was removed from cabinet at the end of the year. April brought the shocking murder of a young lady doctor who was working the Kilasi International Hospital, Kampala, whose body was dumped in a septic tank in the estate where she was living in Kampala. Although some high-profile suspects were arrested, a watchman promptly confessed to her murder and the other suspects were left. It was also in April that the financial dispute between a religious couple, Pastor Lucius Bujingo and wife Naluswa Bujingo, erupted into the public arena.
Yes, ne bwampita katinga nakava ku kituuti. Tebabalimanga nti yali omuzimu ogulima mu famire ya Bujingo ne gutwala ettaka lino. Buno si busika bwa Bujingo. Ntegeeza abaana bange abali ku service, ntegeeza Teddy n'abalala abali emabega we, tewali muntu agenda kukwata ku ttaka lino oba ku kizimbe kye tugenda ku ssaawo.
The two are fighting over billions worth of property bought with money collected from the faithful worshippers, as Bujingo insisted of procuring another marriage to before the dissolution of his marriage to Naluswa, which would constitute a crime of bigamy. Bujingo publicly narrated some sensitive medical problems of an intimate nature that his wife suffered.
Finally nangamba nti bwemba nganye okumuwa divorce agenda kudira ekifaananyi kyange n'ekyamuwala waffe omukulu abiteeke ku media ye ku salt.
In April still, police started the hunt for the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Siraj Bakaleke, accused of kidnapping two foreign investors and robbing them of 1.5 billion shillings. It was also in April that the plight of thousands of Ugandan girls who are lured into going to work in the Middle East became public. Stories of abuse and humanizing treatment of the migrant workers started coming out as victims started returning home along with several dead bodies. In May, an undercover investigation by Vision Group exposed shocking details of rackets in National Identification and Registration Authority that have turned acquisition of Ugandan citizenship into a cheap joke worth a mere $30.
Lwaki batutulugunya ne batujjako eky'ebitaano kyaffe. Ebitaano ebyo birabanga ebitono naye ssente nnyingi.
Buli azasasudde ssente zino.
Alabyeko bameka nga basasula?
Mbadde nga babiri. Basatu bano bendeseeyo abadde gy'alinze. Bonna kumpi basasudde. Kuba bangambye buno lwa ssente.
In the next episode of Looking Back at a Busy 2019, we shall be looking at what made headlines in the months of May, June, July, August and September.